Guys, I have just recently told you about that massive landslide that happened in Taiwan and that it's forming a lake that is threatening to overflow and then could threaten thousands downstream, and that the water levels are rising and that it's depending on the amount of rain that is coming, and that experts think it's going to happen end of September in October. That has happened, guys. The disaster has happened. The dam has overflowed. That natural dam has been breached, and it has unleashed an absolute devastating disaster in Taiwan as predicted. It's unbelievable. And guys, I just saw the headlines coming out of Taiwan, like Typhoon destroys bridges collapse, people flooding, devastation. And then I'm like, okay, I want to report about this. And while I dig deeper, I'm like, wait a minute. They're saying this flooding has been caused by a dam collapse. So I'm like, dam collapse. I'm thinking about a physical dam, but then it's like a natural dam. And I kept thinking, I'm like, no, can this be the dam? And yeah, it is, guys. It's absolutely devastating. And the thing is, just on December 22nd, the authorities said evacuations are ordered downstream of the Matai'an landslide dam in Taiwan. And you see the pictures again. July 21st this year was when the mountain collapsed and blocked the river and formed this natural lake. If you want to know more about how this was formed, the link is in the end screen to that video. So Super Typhoon Ragasa brought the rain where experts said, well, if a lot of rain is coming, we could see disaster earlier. So this typhoon on September 22nd was moving westwards between Taiwan and the Philippines, and it brought a lot of rain. So authorities started to be worried. It was almost in Taiwan. Taiwan was already almost in the path of this storm, and it is an exceptional storm bringing heavy rainfall and strong winds to a wide area. We will hear about other areas where it has caused devastation in Hong Kong and other parts of China. And they already said on September 22nd, the storm has the potential to bring heavy rainfall to the southern and eastern Taiwan. And that's where that lake is that was threatening to cause disaster. So they said at that time, there is a huge uncertainty about the magnitude of these events. But the Central Meteorological Administration estimated that the precipitation would total 800 millimeters in the mountains of Hualien County, where we have that lake. And this large, we can call this a valley blocking landslide in the Matai'an in Hualien County, has a large amount of water steadily accumulating, and it's already almost full, as you can see in the recent photograph. So in consequence, the Forestry and Conservation Administration has 7 a.m. morning of September 22nd issued the mandatory evacuation of vulnerable households downstream. And they said they expected it would affect 1,800 homes. And they said, should overtopping occur, it's anticipated that the 24th of September would be the most likely date. But it happened even a few hours earlier, and what a devastation, guys, when it happened. A bridge was completely wiped away, and you see the remnants of these bridges, and it's just gone. That black water with debris and everything is raging through the settlements downstream, and you see all that destruction. And again, I want to give you more information about this, and the interesting thing is I already was done with the video when I really realized, gosh, this is this dam. And so I'll continue here with the video that I have already filmed, where you can see where the storm went next and what devastation it has caused in other areas. devastation in Taiwan, and the devastation is reaching China right now. Taiwan is hit by devastating masses of landslides and water after the world's biggest typhoon this year has triggered a dam break. And it's a classic that we have seen quite often in recent months. So we just got the news that Taiwan is facing a severe crisis after a mountain lake, I'll get to what this lake is and why it was there, overflowed in the eastern county of Hualien. And it has swept through Guangzhou Township during the passage of the Typhoon Ragasa. And local authorities unfortunately have confirmed that many residents are lost already and many more remain unaccounted for as emergency teams rush from across the island to aid in these rescue operations. So what triggered the disaster? It was days of relentless rainfall that has loosened the mountainsides. So this is a classic that we've seen in European countries recently. So mountainslides came down, landslides, mudslides, rock slides, and they created a natural dam. And that has collected water, has created a lake. And then the dam collapsed under the pressure of these floodwaters. And then the communities in the affected region, it's rugged terrain. They're now struggling with the devastation as this storm, and I'm showing you here a 2-day time lapse of this super typhoon Ragasa. So while this is moving towards southern China. So Taiwan's fire department said today at least 30 people are missing. Rescuers from all across Taiwan are heading to Guangzhou, and they had almost 24 inches, that's 60 centimeters of rainfall in the east because of this typhoon. So right now, China is already being hit by Ragasa. It has struck southwestern China, the Chinese city of Yangjiang, and is heading now towards Maoming. That's one of China's biggest oil refining cities in the Guangdong province. Guangdong has given a red storm surge warning. And there's problem reports also coming from Taiwan. Officials in Taiwan should be used to moving people out of potential danger zones and swiftly, because this island is frequently hit by typhoons. So this is not a one-time thing, but many residents in the tourist town of Guangfu said they were given insufficient warning when that dam was breaking. And we will have to see how that unfolds once more reports about that are coming in. So it seems had been more people warned, they could have gotten out of the danger zone. And in Hong Kong, huge waves crashed over areas in Hong Kong, over Asia's financial hub, about their eastern and southern shoreline, and some roads and even residential properties were submerged by that flood. And at the Fullerton Hotel in the southern area of the island, videos on social media showed seawater surging through glass doors. Thankfully, no injury has been reported in the hotel. But China's Marine Authority has issued its highest red wave warning for the first time this year, and they're forecasting storm surges of up to 3 meters, that's roughly 10 feet, in parts of the Guangdong province, while Ragasa is headed towards the densely populated area of the Pearl River Delta. And where is Ragasa coming from? Looks like a Ragasa, like a raging storm. It has formed over the Western Pacific Ocean last week, and it was fueled by warm seas and like a favorable atmospheric condition. And then this tropical cyclone, that's what it is, has rapidly intensified to become a Category 5 super typhoon, and that was happening. That status was reached on Monday already, with winds exceeding 163 miles per hour. That's 261 kilometers per hour. Since then it has weakened, but it was still powerful enough to do a lot of damage, to bring down trees and power lines. And authorities are saying they have taken lessons from previous storms, from Hato and Mangkhut. They have both caused billions of dollars in damage in 2017 and 2018. But now the Pearl River Delta is one of the best prepared regions for typhoons. That's what the authorities say. So they say that they're not expecting major disruptions because they are so greatly prepared. But with nature, you never know. If you see these pictures, it's absolutely mind-blowing. And one thing that we should notice in Hong Kong this year, during these typhoons, the stock market in Hong Kong has stayed open, which has not been the case in the past. So they say now this is a sign of how resilient our infrastructure has become. We do not have to shut down major financial markets. So after the storm then had passed Hong Kong with about 100 kilometers per hour, 60 miles per hour south of Hong Kong, Ragasa has made landfall along the South Chinese coast, Guangzhou, Shenzhen, Foshan, and Dongguan. And guys, the largest cities in this storm's path are home to roughly, and that blows your mind, 50 million people. This is how big this storm is. More than 2 million people have been evacuated across Guangdong. The Ministry for Emergencies has dispatched tens of thousands of tents, folding bags, lighting equipment, and other rescue supplies. Some shops and restaurants in the province have parked large rented trucks in front of storefronts to give a shield from the storm, while hopefully it won't blow the trucks into the stores. Tragic incident. This is people, gosh, get out of the danger zone. Don't try to watch it. A woman and her 5-year-old son, they were swept into the ocean today after watching the typhoon from the Hong Kong waterfront. But then the waves came and swept them away. They're now in intensive care. It remains to be seen what's going to happen. Macau, Hong Kong's gambling heaven, casinos were forced to shutter their gambling areas. We're trying to seal the doors from the water and debris. So forces of nature at work. Again, guys, I will keep you updated about everything. And if you want to know more, subscribe, come here on a regular basis. We'd love to have you. We are a beautiful community. And check out the videos in the end screen. If you want to support the channel, guys, buy me a coffee. Link is in the description of this video. Thank you for your supers. Thank you for being members. And I hope I see you soon, maybe in just a second, if you click one of these videos. Stay safe, guys. Bye-bye.